good afternoon. Today is the 7th of September, although you'll probably see this in a little while. This is just a little update for September 2021, because there has been a lot happening on the channel in July and August. All sorts of things like slightly shambolic shuffles, sensible second-hand classics, no budget reviews, and of course sort of mainstay of the channel, which is one of the sensible second-hand reviews. It's funny to think that just a little while ago I was struggling to find material to put out 5 videos a week, and I went down to 3, and now I have too much material to put out content 7 days a week. So I've been working very hard to keep that schedule going. The only sort of issue is that although I've been putting videos out 7 days a week, and I think we are still around 3 weeks ahead in terms of the reviews, we'll get a lot further ahead than that after a little while. The amount of views and the amount of watch time, that's how long someone actually views a video on average, has decreased despite the number of videos being the same. And the channel revenue, which isn't something that I can particularly live on at the moment, which is pretty normal for YouTube with the sort of channel that I have, that has dropped a bit. So I know I've been talking about this for a long time, but I will be setting up a channel membership soon. I just have been so busy with trying to keep making this content, trying to sort of go around the country to see lots of cars that people offer me, which is wonderful. But I haven't had a chance to set that up, but I will have to, I think, because even though we haven't done the most expensive type of video for quite a while, which is tweed jacket review, we haven't done one of those for quite some time, we still really only probably get back about 20% of the money that we put into the channel, I'd say. And that's, it's completely normal, it's nothing unusual, again, for a channel with just over 4,000 subscribers, but every little bit helps, really. And I do have a couple of people at the moment who very kindly give a bit of money towards things, each month. The Buntingford Classic Car Show alone, in terms of what that cost, I dread to think what that cost. About a tank of fuel in the Rover, 2 nights accommodation, that sort of stuff, and it all sort of adds up. And I might get the money back at some point, but at the moment yeah, it's not quite happening in the way that you might imagine. There's also the question on a channel that you don't know until you put a video up how well things are going to do. There are some videos that I'm very surprised how well they've done, particularly the ones concerning E10 petrol, and they're not very good videos, those at all. They really aren't. They're pretty bad, but they are amongst the most popular content on the channel. And we will be revisiting that subject reasonably soon, because there is so much demand for people to know things. I went to a meeting of the local classic car club that I'm part of, which is called Test Valley Motor Enthusiast, last night, and they were distributing flyers about what cars do and don't run on E10, and the information is unfortunately a little bit inaccurate. It's not entirely true what the government database says. I can tell you, for example, that Rover 45 V6 we have, the government are adamant that you shouldn't put E10 in it, and yet within the community of people that I know, the MG Rover community, we know that it's absolutely fine to put E10 in a Rover 45 V6. I've been running it for 6 weeks now on E10. I don't really notice any difference. I mean, I'd have to do very accurate fuel economy figures to see, but because Land Rover used the KB6 engine and they say on their owned information that all Land Rover petrol engines from 1996 run an E10, then we can deduce from that, but it's absolutely fine. So, you know, we will be looking at this kind of thing when I actually get a moment. We will be doing top 10 best-selling cars of August 2021. There are one or two surprises in there. I get along with.
M25 heading anti.
So sorry, viewers. Drove my mother's car and she hasn't turned the thing off where the radio interrupts you when it has traffic information. So we will be looking into the E10 a bit more. We will have to divide that up into various categories because yes, there's just so much information out there and misinformation. And I know somebody, namely Mr. Colm Rubbish Mechanic, who is running his 1982 Ford Granada 2.8 gear-X estate with a carburetor engine on E10 right now. Think about that, classic car owners. Just have a think about that for a second. And he said it's absolutely fine. He is, after all, someone who has a massive amount of engineering experience and mechanical experience. So if he says that's fine to run on an E10, then I completely believe him. And so should you. This month actually marks the 3rd anniversary of the channel, and I'm very pleased to say we've got a very special trip lined up in a couple of days. We're going to do that in one of the most popular cars that's ever featured on the channel. Very kindly being offered that by the MG press office, which is wonderful. So there will be an extensive road trip, and we'll be filming some of the most popular cars we'll ever have a type of car that appeared on the channel as we go around, which I hope that you will find intriguing. So yes, we will be doing a video about question and answers. Also, there is still the social event in the Midlands, which will be happening on the 18th of September, Saturday, between 11 and 3. I'm going to be contacting those who've already signed up for the event, which is kind of South Warwickshire area, within the next few days, and just confirm the details with them. But if you haven't signed up already, then please do so. The link is in the description below. Also, if you want to get yourself a channel t-shirt, I do still have various sizes available. Nobody seems to want to buy them anymore for some reason. I don't know why. I've still got quite a few. Somebody asked me the other day about doing a t-shirt about beige leather interiors. That's a fantastic idea, but I don't really want to start making t-shirts again until I've sold the ones I've got, because it's a bit pointless in terms of, you know, trying to run a business, which is actually what I do. I don't just make silly YouTube videos. I do actually run a business sourcing cars for private clients, if you didn't actually know that. It's pointless sort of making that stuff if nobody wants to buy it. That's as simple as that. I'm very grateful as well to have been given the opportunity to have another social event. This will be in conjunction with the Planet Auto YouTube channel, even more so than the others have been, and it will be happening next month. Now, we haven't decided the exact date of it yet, but it will be up in the northwest, in the sort of territory that Planet Auto normally films their videos, actually. So I hope you will also enjoy that. Once I actually get an exact date, people keep asking me about it. The thing is, I am quite busy at the moment. As you can imagine, if you're pumping out seven videos a week, then it does make you quite busy. And the other things, like right now, I'm just collecting my mother from a medical appointment that she's been to, which is why I'm driving her car. She can't drive her car at the moment, so I'm just keeping it running, because otherwise it just sits and the battery goes flat, which is a bit rubbish, really. I also, you know, I have my actual job, which is finding cars for the clients. So, you know, there is a lot going on. I haven't forgotten about it. I will, you know, get round to actually looking at it properly. But when that's actually done, I will let you know. So, you know, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about it. It's likely sort of think early mid-October. I'll let you know more details when I do. So thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching this September 2021 channel update. Sorry if it's been a bit garbled. There is a lot to sort of think about with these. I do hope that you'll subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. It massively help out. I'm very grateful to everybody who helped us to reach 4,000 subscribers. You know, you might think it's quite a slow progress in 3 years to only reach 4,000 subscribers, particularly with this sort of output I've had recently, but that's sometimes how it goes on YouTube. You can work extremely hard and make some videos which you're either terrible or they're good. Some of them are terrible, some of them are good, and that can happen. Like equally, you can be like some channels, and you can just have a meteoric rise and get to 50,000 subscribers within a year. I don't know what the magic formula is. I suspect most people who have YouTube channels who are watching this will also tell you that it's really just a lot of hard work, and sometimes the videos kind of take off, sometimes they don't. That's just the way that it goes. Anyway, that's quite enough from me. Social media links are down in the description below, you know, as well as, you know, to order the t-shirts, as well as the social event in the Midlands on the 18th of September. Yes, I do hope you have enjoyed the content from August, and you will also enjoy this month's content. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching.